on everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over players that you should buy right now that are really cheap and will instantly upgrade your squad. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So Saturday is always the #1 day to buy cards off the auction house. It's usually the most active day, and there's a lot of really good cards out there that are really cheap right now, and I think can instantly help your squad be better on the field. So let's start at the quarterback position. We got a brand new Mark Brunell today, easily the best quarterback in the game now with that Slinger 1 release. So we're looking for quarterbacks that are going to drop in price, and I think there's two that we can mention here. The #1 is going to be Tom Brady. His Zero Chill item, keep in mind, it doesn't have the LTD branding on it, but it is considered an LTD, meaning that it quick sells for 350,000 coins. You can buy this card at like 395K. So what that means, because I'm good at math, is that this card is really only costing you 45,000 coins. It's a rental, so you can buy it right now for under 400K, use it for as long as you need to use it, and if you cannot sell it for that same price, which I wouldn't recommend because of tax, you can always just go ahead and quick sell it when you're done with it, and you're going to get 350 back of, let's just round up and say, the 400K that you spent on it, and it's one of the better quarterbacks in the game. The main reason, not only the attributes, right? He gives you 88 speed, 94 throw power, short throw 97, mid 90. The deep is concerning at 88. Not a bad idea to use one of the let it rip strategy items that boost that deep accuracy to help him out there. He gives you 97 throw under pressure, 97 throw on the run. The attributes are really good, but for a total of 3 ability points, you can get Gunslinger, Hot Route Master, and Set Feet Lead. That's going to save you a ton of ability points to use elsewhere on other players on your offense, and that's why I like this card so much. Now, Steve Young, we put out like a mini review, a YouTube short on him yesterday. Very, very good card. Like, I like the card a lot. He did make a few bad throws here and there for me. The biggest problem with this card, and let me just go over his attributes really quick here. He's giving you 91 speed, so he's faster than Brady. 96 throw power, short throw 94, mid 97, deep 93. So the accuracies are a lot better than Brady's. He's faster. He is left-handed. I know a lot of people tend to have problems with left-handed quarterbacks. That didn't bother me. He goes for about 285K, so he's inexpensive, and it's a card that just came out a couple days ago. But if you like Hot Route Master on your quarterbacks, it's pretty much going to cost you 7 AP total. 7 out of your 12 AP is a lot to use on one player. The combination of Set Feet Lead, which is 4 AP, and then Hot Route Master and Gunslinger all together 7 AP. That's why after using this card, I got rid of him. Now, if you don't need Hot Route Master, you can either go Pass Lead Elite and Gunslinger for 3 AP, or Pass Lead Elite and Fearless for 3 AP. Those are pretty good combinations, but one more time, good card, just too expensive if you want to rock Hot Route Master on it. This video is all about buying good cards that are underpriced and can save you some coin and give you good production on the field. I have Austin Ekeler on here just because I want to talk about him really quick. I have this card. A lot of people ask me, is he worth the 700K? He gives you 96 speed, fastest running back in the game. The attributes are good. The abilities are good. The answer to me is still going to be no. I think there's a lot of other running backs out there that are going to give you pretty much equal production, and you can take this with a grain of salt, right? Because I don't like running the ball a ton. It's just not the most fun thing to do to me. I like to pass more, but with Ekeler on the squad, I just feel like for me, I haven't really done anything special with him that I couldn't do or haven't done with other running backs that I've been using. And I think one that's really cheap and gets good abilities, and just like Steve Young just came out a couple days ago, is going to be this 96 overall playoff Isaiah Pacheco. I mean, you can get him for under 300K. He's between about 275K and 290 on both platforms. He gets Jukebox for free. He gets Backfield Master for free. You would have to pick one or the other there. And then in that last ability slot, he can get Short and Elite for 1 AP, which is really good for the passing game. So I think a combination of Jukebox and Short and Elite for a total of 1 AP is going to help you both in the run game and the pass game. 95 speed, so aside from Ekeler, all of the other running backs, the fastest running backs in the game, are at 95 speed. He gives you 97 acceleration. The catch rating at 84 is pretty dependable if you want to pass. 96 change of direction. Trucking's at 90. Break tackle's at 95. The spin and the juke move, both 90 plus as well. This is a really good and I think slept on card. And don't forget, if you don't want to spend any coin on the running back position, we still have this current competitive pass, which is available for a little under 9 more days. 95 overall exclusive, Travis Etienne. I think this card is certainly worth the grind. He also gives you 95 speed. The trucking's at 87, but that's not terrible. Catch at 74, not great, but he'll catch the ball in most situations. 95 change of direction, 92 break tackle, spin and juke move, both above 90, 96 agility. This is a really, really good free card, and as I said, certainly worth the grind. Let's take a look at a couple wide receivers. We mentioned the rental factor with Tom Brady earlier. Randall Cobb, another brand new card that is no longer in pack. So if you're going to make this move, I would recommend doing it sooner than later. Is another really good rental option because he was an LTD. He quick sells for 350,000 coins. You can find him for between about 420 and 430K. So what that means, if you do the math again, because he quick sells for 350, you're looking at like a 70 to 80K rental option on this Cobb. 95 speed. There's a couple wide receivers out there with 96, but that's still very good. He's a very good slot receiver in my opinion here. He's going to give you 0 AP slot apprentice. So with that Brady, remember we talked about how clutch it is to get those abilities for 3 AP versus Steve Young. It's costing more if you want Hot Route Master. Well, if you go with the combination where Steve Young doesn't have Hot Route Master, you get a receiver like Randall Cobb who can get Slot Apprentice for free. That's going to give you those additional hot routes without spending any AP. And also, he's going to give you Slot-O-Matic for 1 AP, which is a really, really good ability. 95 speed. The route runnings are all 90 plus, 96 catch, 95 catch in traffic. I think this is another card that was kind of slept on, and one that's going down in price. That's probably a top 3, if not top 1 wide receiver in the game, in my opinion, is going to be Ghost Herman Moore. So he's only about 320K now. We're looking at a card that was 500-600K for a while. 6'4", 95 speed, 92 catching, 95 catch in traffic. He gives you short route running at 91, mid at 96, deep at 94. He's an absolute good deep threat with that height and that speed. He can get short in elite for 1 AP and deep out elite for 1 AP. So a combination of both of those for 2 AP is really good, but I highly recommend at least going with deep out elite for the 1 AP on this card. And if you need a slot receiver and you don't want that Randall Cobb card, the Zero Chill CeeDee Lamb is definitely the move here. A lot of pro players rocking this card despite the fact that he is a Cowboy, and it's because he gets short in elite for 0 AP. So he can also get Slot-O-Matic. It's in that same ability bucket for 1 AP, so you got to choose one or the other, but short and elite for free with a 95 speed receiver who has 94 catch, 95 catch in traffic. All the route runnings are very, very good. This card is spiking up a little bit in price today. I think it might be due to the last chance qualifier pro tournament that's going on right now. A lot of pros and competitive players going out there trying to get this card, but if you can get him for about 300K, I think it's worth the coin. And if all of those wide receivers I just mentioned are too expensive for you, Ghost DeAndre Hopkins should not be. You can get him for 140K. I think that is an absolute steal on this card. He is going to be at 94 speed, where the top tier guys are at 95, but 94 is still good. 6'1", catch 93, catch in traffic 94, spec catch 94, all the route runnings above 90, of course, and he gets deep out elite for 0 AP, one of the better abilities in the game for wide receivers, especially those that play on the outside. If you guys did not know, basically passes that are 20 plus yards from the line of scrimmage outside the hash marks are going to give you better catch animations, and it's going to light up with that deep out elite turned on, especially when they are in one-on-one coverage. And not only that, he can get wide receiver apprentice for 1 AP. So one more time, if you're going to go the route where you lose Hot Route Master, this is another discounted ability where you're going to be able to get those hot routes anywhere on the field with wide receiver apprentice for just 1 AP. Let's talk about some defensive players now. We're going to start with Bruce Smith and some pass rushers. This once was one of the top pass rushers in the game. I still think he's really, really good, and his 95 overall legend card is tanking in price. It's down to about 225K. The only problem with this is if you're going to rock him, you're going to probably have to go naked with no abilities here, because at 225, great price on this 95 overall. 91 speed, block shed 96, power move 95, finesse move 93, but you have to power him up to get the good abilities on this card, and that's going to end up costing you more coin. I would definitely buy him for that price and just not put abilities on him and see if he can produce for you. I think he should. And an absolute steal, and I had this card in our video last Saturday. We're going to bring him up again. Donnell Hunter, 93 overall campus hero card, is like 75,000 coins. It doesn't really get much cheaper than that. 92 speed. He's one of the fastest defensive ends in the game. Block shed 91, power move 91, finesse move 92. This is the ultimate budget card, and he can get edge threat for 2 AP. Now, when it comes to defensive tackles, this one is similar. You know, it's a defensive card, obviously, but similar to the DeAndre Hopkins Ghost card. A 94 overall. He's about 160k. He's going to get double or nothing for 1 AP, and then defensive rally for 0 AP is huge, because what that means that he's going to have an impact on all of your defensive line on 3rd and 4th down. Like, he helps them out. So for that ability to be free, this is not even a bad option to have your 3rd or 4th defensive tackle. If you have cards better than this one, just to substitute him in on 3rd and 4th down with that ability costing you no AP. He gives you 87 speed, which is fast for defensive tackles in the game. Block shed 95, finesse move 92, power move 96, strength 94. I like this card a lot. I got to go pick him up on my no money spent squad like as soon as I'm done recording this video. And if you really want to go budget at defensive tackle, 88 speed Ed Oliver here, another campus hero card, 93 overall. His block shed's at 93, power move 91. The finesse move is really low at 84, but I'm telling you, this is one that I picked as one of my free cards on No Money Spent, and he's been making a ton of plays for me. And not only that, he's about 90k if you want to buy him. You have the opportunity to get him free from, you know, the free content from this promo, but also he can get inside stuff for 1 AP, which is one of the better abilities on defensive tackles. Let's close the video out with some cornerbacks that I think are worth a look at and that are pretty inexpensive. Number 1 is going to be 95 overall, zero chill, Denzel Ward. I don't recommend playing him on the outside because he is only 5'11", but this is a perfect slot defender, especially if you run a lot of man-to-man coverage. So 95 speed, the man coverage is at 96. He gives you good zone too, 92 zone, 94 press, 94 agility. I like this card a lot. If you play man-to-man coverage, his abilities are going to help you there as well. So pricing wise, he's only about 220k. That's really, really cheap for a 95 overall zero chill card. He gets pick artist for 0 AP. Definitely got to have that equipped. And then also for 1 AP, he's going to get deep route KO, which is strictly a man coverage ability. So if you're going to have him in man coverage a lot for 1 AP, definitely recommend equipping that ability. Then we have Charles Woodson. His ghost card is under 300k, only 270. One of the best cornerbacks in the game, 95 speed, 6'1". So he's going to add in more height than Ward will. He can play on the outside, and he can also get pick artist for 1 AP. Sorry, 0 AP. My apologies there. 0 AP. Now, if you run a heavy man scheme, he's going to be good there. He gives you 94 man, but he's a little bit better when it comes to zone. 96 zone, 94 press. Also, he's going to get deep out zone KO for 1 AP. So that's a great ability for those passes that are 20 plus yards from the line of scrimmage. And because this one's deep out zone KO, it's going to be outside of the hash marks, but it's still a really good ability. It's going to help you force more knockouts when in zone coverage, and one that, you know, a lot of pros are using if they're not running man coverage. And then finally, we have Harold Carmichael, just like Tom Brady, basically about 400k. You might be able to get him even cheaper than that at 395 because he's an LTD. Even though he doesn't have that LTD branding on the card, he quick sells for 350k. So this is basically a 50,000 coin rental for a 6'8" cornerback with 94 speed. A tad bit slower than, you know, Woodson and Ward that we just took a look at, but as they say in basketball, and I've probably said it in a video before, you can't teach height. 6'8", 94 speed, 96 zone, 94 man coverage, 95 press. He's been a monster for me. I should have a YouTube short video coming out very soon with some highlights from this card so you can see it in action. And he's going to be beneficial whether you run a man or a zone scheme. In the last ability bucket, he's going to get mid-zone KO, which works anywhere on the field, in and outside the hash marks from 10 to 20 yards. So that's really good to force knockouts there. He comes pre-baked with Tip Drill, which isn't as good as Pick Artist, but if you want to go with Tip Drill and then Medium Route KO for 1 AP total, the Medium Route KO is going to be helpful for a man coverage scheme. If you want to go deep out zone KO and tip drill, that's still going to only cost you 1 AP for that combination. That's really good, but he also gets pick artist for 1 AP. The only problem is if you go pick artist for 1 AP, you can't get the medium route KO or the deep out zone KO for 1 AP. You can't do a combination of those, but you can go pick artist for 1 AP and mid zone KO for a total of 2 AP. If you don't want to rock tip drill, and I think, you know, pick artist is definitely better than tip drill. So there you have it. Those are the best cards right now at the cheapest prices that I think you should look into picking up to improve your MUT squad. Let me know if there's any other good budget options that I may have missed in this video. Leave it down below in the comment section. And thank you so much for tuning in to another video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.